Wall Street is more than just a financial district. It's the epicenter of global economic power. But how deeply does this control truly run? The institutions and mechanisms centered here in New York don't just facilitate transactions. They actively shape the economic realities of nations and individuals worldwide. Wall Street acts as the central nervous system of the global financial system, managing trillions in assets and dictating the flow of capital that fuels global growth or decline. Throughout this video, we'll explore the key mechanisms Wall Street uses to exert its power, from capital flow to corporate influence and political maneuvering. At the core of Wall Street's influence is its unparalleled financial power, the ability to rapidly allocate or withhold capital across continents. Investment decisions made on Wall Street determine which sectors thrive, which countries receive funding, and the overall trajectory of global economic development. Major investment banks and asset managers, often housed within Wall Street, wield enormous influence simply through the sheer volume of assets they control, making them indispensable to global markets. Beyond controlling capital, Wall Street exerts significant influence on the internal workings and strategy of corporations worldwide. Through proxy voting, major Wall Street firms often decide the outcome of crucial shareholder resolutions, giving them a direct say in corporate policies. Their leverage allows them to influence everything from mergers and acquisitions to executive compensation, ensuring companies align with shareholder value, often defined by short-term gains. The control extends into the political arena, where Wall Street uses its immense wealth to shape the very rules it operates under. Billions are spent annually on lobbying and political donations in Washington, D.C., securing access and favorable legislation that protects financial interests. This political influence ensures that financial regulations are often tailored to benefit the largest institutions, sometimes at the expense of broader economic stability. Wall Street's involvement in complex financial instruments means its actions can reverberate globally, sometimes leading to market manipulation. Modern financial markets are deeply interconnected. A ripple starting on Wall Street can quickly become a tsunami hitting markets from Tokyo to London. Complex products like derivatives and high-frequency trading, often pioneered on Wall Street, can amplify market volatility and pose systemic risks, as seen in past crises. So what's the takeaway from this exploration of Wall Street's influence? Wall Street's control is pervasive, influencing everything from global capital distribution and corporate decisions to regulatory policy and market stability. Understanding these mechanisms is crucial for global citizens. Financial literacy and awareness are the first steps in challenging this concentration of power. Let's take a moment to look back at the origins of this massive institution. Wall Street's history is a fascinating journey of power accumulation, starting with a simple agreement under a buttonwood tree. The Federal Reserve is often seen as the ultimate regulator, but its relationship with Wall Street is complex, acting both as a supervisor and a lender of last resort. Major banks have an undeniable grip on governments through debt financing, political contributions, and the, quote, revolving door of regulators moving to high-paying financial jobs. Firms like Goldman Sachs and J.P. Chase are titans of finance, not only influencing market direction, but also contributing key personnel to governmental roles. The rise of passive investing has handed immense, largely unseen power to asset managers like BlackRock and Vanguard, who manage trillions and hold significant stakes in nearly every major corporation. The constant demand for quarterly profits and shareholder returns often pressures companies into short-term decisions, impacting long-term growth and social responsibility. The financial sector's political lobbying is legendary, ensuring favorable tax laws and regulatory leniency that protect their profits and operating models. Wall Street's influence extends to media narratives. Financial news outlets often rely heavily on advertising from these large institutions, subtly shaping the public discourse around finance. Despite regulations, the allure of easy money leads to insider trading and corruption, creating an uneven playing field where those with access profit at the expense of others. The 2008 financial crisis stands as a stark reminder of Wall Street's global impact, demonstrating how high-risk speculation can jeopardize the entire global economy. High-frequency trading, or HFT, allows firms to execute trades in milliseconds, giving them a massive advantage and often contributing to market volatility. The increasing reliance on AI and algorithmic trading further concentrates power, as sophisticated programs now dictate much of the market's movement. The U.S. dollar's status as the world's primary reserve currency grants Wall Street immense leverage, underpinning global trade and finance. Wall Street speculation, particularly through futures markets, has a significant, often disproportionate impact on global commodity prices, including the price of oil. Even the ostensibly decentralized crypto markets are increasingly subject to the manipulation and influence of large Wall Street institutions. The mechanisms of Wall Street often funnel wealth upwards, contributing to the widening gap between the financial elite and the middle class. The future of finance is digital, and Wall Street is actively positioning itself to dominate new technologies like blockchain and digital currencies. The big question remains: can the immense centralized power of Wall Street ever be effectively challenged or regulated to serve the broader public interest? Wall Street's control is vast, but understanding its mechanics is the first step toward promoting greater financial justice and transparency globally. Thank you for watching.